signing day, and the fax machines are humming, and the commitments are already rolling in. From the Dodge Sports Desk, I'm Jenny Carlson, and this is a signing day update with Ryan Aber. All right, Ryan, at last check, commitments already coming in for Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State standing right now at 18. Some notable names on there include Dexter Pratt, Brandon Webb. OU has already got 14 in the bank. Some notable names on there: Ronell Lewis, Jamarcus McFarland, and
Demontre Hurst.
Demontre Hurst, a surprise change last night from OSU to OU. Talk a little bit about him.
Yeah, there'd been some talk for about the last 4 or 5 days of him making that switch. He's a 4-star DB who's just really come on lately. Although he had offers from Miami, Tennessee, among others. So clearly, there's interest in him outside of Oklahoma. But if nothing else, this is a big emotional swing from OU to OSU, although it opens some things up on the OSU side for maybe some other guys to fill that spot.
Well, let's talk about who some of those other guys could be, because one of them is a local guy, could be an open door for Dante Foster.
Yeah, Dante Foster has basically been banging down the door in Stillwater saying, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. I don't want to play football for anybody but Oklahoma State. Daytwan Lowe from Carl Albert, who already signed this morning as well, has sort of been lobbying the coaches there to get his buddy Dante there. And, Dante's a great athlete. We've seen what he can do on the basketball floor. We've seen what he can do on the football field. And I really think he might end up sliding into that position as a defensive back. But eventually I see him playing wide receiver in college if he decides to play football.
Yeah, that's something we'll be monitoring throughout the day. Something else we'll be monitoring throughout the day is Ruben Randall, a kid from Bastrop, Louisiana, who was an LSU commit. Now maybe not. What do we know about Ruben?
Yeah, there's going to be a signing ceremony at 12:30 at Bastrop High, and he opened it up in the last few days to Alabama and OU. So OU could get themselves a pretty good wide receiver, I believe the number 1 wide receiver in the country.
Yeah.
If he decides to make that switch.
Yeah, and we'll see if he does. Some guys locally, let's talk about some high school guys here really quickly. Oregon State has come in state and gotten some Oklahomans, which you wouldn't think Oregon State being Oklahoma is one of their main spots, but Dax Dilbeck from Deer Creek, Michael Doctor from Booker T. Washington and Tulsa. Talk about the Oregon State influence on things here locally today.
Well, I think it's like a lot of these out-of-state colleges that come in, you see some Oklahoma connections. They've got an assistant coach or two with ties to the area who came in and really recruited hard. They actually had 3 commitments until recently when one of the Jinx kids, Tremaine Thompson, switched over to Kansas State. But Dax Dilbeck is a guy who's played quarterback at Deer Creek. He's probably going to play DB. Could play wide receiver if he proves he has the hands, but will likely be a DB. Now, Michael Doctor is a guy I think that could have an impact almost immediately. A great linebacker, was the best one I saw this year, probably outside of a guy, Bo Traber, down at Norman North, who doesn't have the size to play big-time D1 football. But Michael Doctor has all the skills to be a Pac-10 linebacker.
All right. Ryan's going to be continuing to follow all the signing day coverage. We'll be back here for another signing day update around noon. So stay here at newsok.com for all your signing day coverage.